Early this week, many of you know that BYD came and announced price cuts on their models by up to 35%. Seagull, which is the cheapest car that you can buy from BYD, it came down from $9,000-$10,000 and it's now around $7,000. Now, I have said during that video that this is not a good thing, right? Because now it puts a lot of companies at a very tight spot. Companies like NIO, you know that they are eyeing to get to profitability, and with these fierce price wars once again escalating, it will make it difficult for EV makers like NIO to, of course, reach profitability. And I said in the video that I did earlier today that I think Chinese government should come in and make sure that they stop this, right? Or they make sure that this does not get out of hand, and we see what we were seeing last year where companies were offering ridiculous discounts which led into their profits being slashed. I mean, as seen on the screen, the China Association of Automobile Manufacturing has issued a proposal on maintaining a fair competition order and promoting healthy developments of industry. I mean, they noted that since the 23rd of May, certain car companies have taken lead in launching substantial price reduction campaign, and many competitors have followed suit, triggering a new round of price war panic. And they say disorderly price wars intensify vicious competition, which further squeeze the profits of enterprises and then affect product quality, after sales service guarantee, which will not only hinder the healthy developments of the industry itself, but also danger the rights and interests of the customers and bring safety hazards. So the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers has stepped in and they have said this must stop. So we don't know what will be the response of the auto car makers or what they will do to actually make sure that this does not take place. I mean, it's just a matter of time until even our very own NIO starts offering discounts. I mean, the 23rd was this week on Wednesday, where we saw BYD slashing price by up to 35%, which was not good at all. We discussed it here, and to see this auto organization coming to fight this, I think it's a very good thing, because apparently from the 23rd, other companies apparently have followed suit and are really putting in or are really making ridiculous discounts to try to sell as many cars as possible. And the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, it's highlighting something very important, that this ends up compromising the qualities of the cars that are being built. It ends up compromising products themselves, leading to, of course, risks on the products that are being built in China, which is not good, right? I mean, one of the things that we have spoken about a lot on this channel is that previously China is known for making not so good quality products, but thank God car makers like NIO, or EV car makers like NIO, are the ones that are putting China on the map, because not only are these Chinese EV car makers like NIO making cars with massive technology, but their quality is on another level, and therefore price wars like this make this to be compromised. And I think it's important that this organization fights this to the core and make sure that there is fair competition across board. There is fair competition, and companies don't have to cut their price, because EV makers like NIO, you know that this year they intend on reaching or getting to profitability, and this won't help them at all. The price wars won't help them, which is why it is important that this gets to be dealt with as soon as possible. I mean, I wonder why companies like BYD came and slashed like 35% or up to 35% of discount they are offering to their cars. Why would they do that? I wonder, because in terms of sales they are doing so great. I wonder really what transpired. But I think this move by the China Association of automobile manufacturers, I think it's a very good initiative that will make maybe, or that will try to control the price cuts that take place. I'm quite certain that other companies that are trying to get to profitability are the ones that made these organizations to be aware, to say that look, it's happening again, and they are stepping in, and hopefully they win. They try to make sure that everything gets back to normal, because we need fair competition. And China also, it's important that they encourage quality products to be built in their country, because if we go back to an era where the quality of the products that are coming from China are compromised, this will not be good for China itself. It ends up compromising even their growth as a country, which is something that I suppose they don't want that. So I think they are going to fight this. I think they are going to make sure that this does not carry on going. This stops immediately. I mean, have a look at what they further said. I mean, they said new energy vehicles are typically representatives of new quality productivity, talking about NEO, leading the automobile industry to accelerate transformation and upgrading. It is very important to maintain the healthy development of the industry. The China Association of Automobile Manufacturers hereby proposes the following proposal. All enterprises strictly abide by the principle of fair competition and carry out business activities in accordance to the laws and regulation. Advantageous enterprises shall not monopolize the market, squeeze the living space of the other entities, and damage the legitimate rights and interests of the other operators. Here, I think they are strictly talking about BYD. BYD, like I said when I started with this video, they want to obviously other small companies to fail, and this is because they know that they are up there already. Number 3, they say, in addition to reducing prices in accordance with the law, enterprises shall not dump goods at price below cost, conduct false propaganda and mislead customers, disrupt market order, and damage the fundamental interest of the industry and consumers. Last point, all enterprises should conduct self-inspection and rectification in accordance with the relevant national laws and regulations. So you can see what they are talking about here. They are talking about the compromise that comes with the price wars, especially in the new energy vehicle space. I mean, the China Automobile or Association of Automobile Manufacturers, what they are acknowledging is that there is some pretty good solid quality that is coming from the new energy vehicle space. And when they acknowledge that, can I tell you something? They're talking about NEO. They are talking about EV makers like NEO, because there is no car maker that is building the kind of quality vehicles that, of course, NEO in China, when you look into the new energy vehicle space. And these are just my opinions, right? Based off what we have seen, the accidents that NEO cars has been involved in, and the impact that they are having, I think you and me can agree that NEO is on another level, right? And therefore, this price wars makes NEO to not sell or to not do that well, and therefore taking away the fairness of the competition in the market. And China does not want that. Now, when they talk about the companies that have made it, that are trying to squeeze out the competition by offering ridiculous discounts, I think they're talking about the up to 35% of discounts that BYD launched. It is not fair. It is not fair, because they are trying to kill businesses, and some of the businesses that they are trying to kill are the businesses that are making the new energy vehicle market in China to boom. Companies like NEO, cars like NEO, these are the car makers that are doing, or that are making sure that things go well. Because let me tell you something, if it wasn't for NEO, probably the industry would not be where it is in China. Because look, NEO has went and out of the normal and proven itself not only to China but to the world as a whole, to say that look, us, we are here for the premium market, and we want to show you that we can even take it a step further to the kind of premium market you see on the German luxury brands like your BMW, Mercedes, Audi. They have showed that they are on par in some areas, and in some other areas they are ahead. And if these price wars are to continue, this does not make companies like Neo flourish, right? And it is for this reason that this stepping for by the China Association of Auto Manufacturers it's important. I think companies that don't obey what this association just said, they are going to face consequences, which therefore it's going to take the prices back, or they will be forced to take the prices back, or just offer minor discounts, which will be so good. So I am happy that China has stepped in, and they want to make sure that there's fairness, there's fair competition across board, which is just so crazy, which is just so amazing. And it makes EV makers like Neo probably get a breather that they are getting a massive support from the government. So I am happy. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this. I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends. And that's all from me for now. And God bless you all.